Hello everyone. Today we're doing more transplanting, and today I'm doing broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Okay, sorry, Brussels sprouts. And just like the other day, I was showing you to take your seedling. This is how I do it, and place the seedling finger first in the soil and move it out. And as you're moving out your finger, you put your plant in it. There you go, like this. Or it's the easy way to do it. It works real fast. Yeah, they got to come out now. They're out of there. Taking them out of the first one of the planters, and they go into the next one. Once again, I'm using plastic cup containers. Works great. Does a good job. Sounds windy and cold out today. You can hear the wind blowing out there. Nice and cozy in here though. So this is a simple way to do it. It's quick, fast, easy. And the success rate is really, really good. So I just split these up like this and together like that. I'll place them in their container. Be sure they're well watered after you do this. You can't really over water your cups because you punch the hole in the bottom for a drain. So just give them a lot of water at first, and then keep an eye on their moisture after that. Simple to do. So taking out, split them apart from their original starter pack seeder, and then I place the plant in the new container. Use 2 fingers actually. One finger I use to make the hole, the other one I use to hold the plant in place, and they get done. I could move along pretty fast doing this, and it's not hard. A lot of fun to do if you're growing your own food. So you just get them planted. Now you're probably wondering when I started these seeds. I started these seedlings back in November. They're not very fast growing. I like to have them quite large before I put them out, and that gives it a real good chance to grow. And I get an earlier crop from it that way. That's just 2 fingers, all you need. Sometimes when they're real small like this, I'll put 2 in the containers so one don't work out and the other one should take. And if they're a little close together, well, they're going to go out anyways. So yeah, that's a nice root system on that one, huh? So I got 2 whole flats planted today already. Look at that in what, 5 minutes? It only took 5 minutes to plant all those plants here. I'll be doing a whole flat today in between the other work I have to be doing. Now it's a good idea to label your container or the flat you have the plants in However, for me, I'm growing it my own food way, so I don't need to label my plants, because I do know what they are just by seeing. It doesn't matter if a broccoli plant goes with a cabbage plant, which, by the way, I'm not really going to grow cabbage this year. Cabbage, sick of cabbage. The cabbage is good for you. Grow cabbage. Anybody grows cabbage. But I'm just not going to grow cabbage this year. I'm going to try to grow Brussels sprouts. If the animals don't get it out there. Last year, I had a lot of animals that enjoyed eating my stuff. We'll see what happens. You never grow one thing because on a small farm, because if one thing's not successful, you'll have another crop that you can have that hopefully will be successful in growing. So let's get some more. So I just take these containers here. This is a cheap way to do it. Set it all out. I already have, these are cups I used from last year. They already had the holes punched in it. So you're using the cups, you always have to make sure you have a hole punched on the bottom for drainage. That's important. Or you'll let's call them getting wet feet, and they won't dry, and they'll die from being getting overwatered. Well, you won't know it's happening until it's too late. And I just take this, fill it up like that. Very simple. Probably the most time-consuming part of doing this is filling the containers with soil. Notice you see a little bit of leaves in my soil. This is soil I actually made. This is a big hard one here. From compost, and I put some potting soil mix in it and other mixtures, and it's really grows stuff really good. Could you say, all right, well, you're going to get weeds in your soil, but you know, a compost heap, it heats up to a certain point. It actually kills a lot of the harmful weeds in the compost because it gets so hot. You know, it generates a lot of heat. So I never really had too much of a problem with weeds in my soil. I'm not saying I don't have problems with weeds, but this is just telling you there's a cheap way to do garden planting your own seedlings, and showing how you plant seedlings. Because if you're like me, you don't have a big seed starter which inserts one seed in each start container. So I just put all the seeds together in one flat like this, and then I take them out like this and replant them. That's more time consuming than the big greenhouse companies do it the way they do it. But like I said, I'm not a big greenhouse company. I don't sell my plants. This is just for my farm. My farm is not a big farm, and this is, I just want to show everybody how you can do it a low price, cheap way. So I'll just continue. I'll do one more flat for everybody here, so you can see this. There's a little plant here. I'll put 2 in there like that because you don't know that's gonna grow good. Yeah, but yeah, give it a chance. You never know. Now, you have if you have a greenhouse, you're going to have rodent problems. I guarantee you're going to have rodent problems. And you think you're clean and you're not going to have rodents. Rodents are everywhere. They're all over. They travel. They look for food as they travel. And if they find a comfortable food source, they're going to settle there. And greenhouses are one of the places that you can have lots of problems with rodents. So you can either have a cat, which I'm not going to have a cat in here, of course. This is only a 10 by 10 greenhouse. Or you can do another way to keep them out. I laid a brick floor here so they don't crawl under the bar of the greenhouse. But there's another way that works really good, and I'll show you in a minute. Let me just finish this. I should actually do a separate video on it. I'll show you on this video too, and then I'll do a separate video on it. Okay, one more plant. Let's see here. That's a good one here. Okay. So what I use, where does it go? Here we are. I used Rodent Sheriff. It's a mint oil, and it repels raccoons, roaches, ants. It does it all because it's very strong mint smell. And you spray it. It comes in a spray bottle. It's not cheap. It's not cheap though. But you spray it all around your greenhouse, and that will keep your rodents out of your greenhouse. So I'm not going to place that in here now. I'm not going to spray it now because I'm working in here, and it actually is so strong it takes your breath away. So I'll just wait till we're done. But that's what I use to keep the rodents out of my greenhouse, and it does work really good. So we'll get this watered in. Alright, so I got a little more to do here. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you like this video again. And, you know, like I said, I'm planting Brussels sprouts today. And I'll continue to do this. A lot more work to do here, so hope you enjoyed this video. Have any comments, let me know. Please subscribe, like, and share, and stop by again, everybody. Bye. Hi everybody, I just want to show everyone how I keep the rodents out of my greenhouse. It really works, it really helps. I use mint oil, and I'll spray it around the greenhouse. You can spray it.